Teesside is often an overlooked part of the UK. You'd be forgiven for thinking there's not a lot of interesting characters here. However, that couldn't be further from the truth. Matty Hynes, a local Middlesbrough lad who became a Team GB athlete, is one of Teesside's hidden gems. We were lucky enough to get an interview with the man himself about how far he has come.
What motivated me to start with was quite a bit of an unusual story in terms of how I used to play football. I used to play football to a decent enough level, and I got injured. So when I got injured, I was on holiday with my wife, and I was on some crutches. And I thought, 40-degree heat in Egypt in the middle of August. I thought, I can't be doing this. Can't be getting injured all the time off work. And I read a book. Called from a guy called Sir Ranulph Fiennes. It's called Mad, Bad and Dangerous to Know. And in the book he runs 7 marathons in 7 days in 7 different continents. So I decided to sign up and run a marathon for charity. I've got a really very good coach, a guy called Stan Markley, who's taken me from, being a glorified fun runner to being an international athlete. So we sit down and we tailor our training program to what we feel as though can suit me now. Whether I perform well or bad is down to me, and it's down to whether how hard I work in training, how much effort I put in. The thing is with team sports, I've always found is like certain people can go hiding. So if I run well, it's down to me. If I don't run very well, the buck stops for me type of thing. So I prefer that, and I like the simple nature of it. I'm quite a simple bloke, I just like simple things. I like my home comfort. The fact of just putting a pair of trainers out and going running out the door in cold weather, warm weather, I just like that. That's what I enjoy. Some of my fondest memories are when I started coming through as a young, trying to make a name for myself, winning the local races like the Middlesbrough 10k and Middlesbrough 5k. I know that sounds daft because I've been English champion and I've won British medal, championship medals, and came second in the European Cup. But the fact is, I enjoyed winning on my hometown. I'm very proud of where I come from, and it just felt as though it was on the way to bigger and better things. So some fond memories. For me, certainly, it's given me a life that I would have never had. It's opened doors to me that I would have never ever had. Academically, I was never great at school. Never really. I enjoyed school. That was probably the problem. Not a type of guy who'd really want to be. I'd want to be working. I'm not really studious. It's always been sport for me. So I excelled at sport. It was what I was good at. So I'm the type of person who, if I'm good at something, I will work at it. If I'm not, I tend to not do it. So yeah, it's been massive. It's been massive to me. And the thing that I like now from doing okay in my sport is the fact of I can help other people. So obviously talking in local schools, talking to younger athletes, and if a little bit of snippet of information I give them could make them a better athlete or maybe a better person in the future, then it's certainly been worth it. I've had a few issues like that in terms of injuries over the last couple of years where I thought, is it really worth it? I've got a 6-month-old little boy now, so that puts things into perspective. And again, when he came along, I thought, do I really still want to be doing this? But I took a little bit of a backward step, a little bit of a break, and then the hunger came back straight away. And I know it's what I'm good at, and it's what I've got to be doing.
When he isn't busy running marathons, Matty runs a restaurant in Middlesbrough, which is staffed by ex-offenders, recovering addicts, and long-term unemployed. We managed to get an interview there with him to discuss about the restaurant and how he works with all these staff.
But what we do here is very different to other restaurants. I love the idea of the place, what it stands for and what it does. Obviously we're a charity, non-profitable charity, a non-profit restaurant. Any of our profits do go back to our charity, and that's what I love about this place. It sounds corny and it sounds cheesy, but if we stop one person who's coming out of prison, re-offending, and going back into prison, then we've worked. If we bring one person who would off the streets who's homeless and we change the life round and we steer him in a different direction, it's been a roaring success. And we are changing people's, we are changing people's lives massively. Like one of my staff was 6 months ago was going to food banks for food and for fruit and veg, and it's 2017. It's just crazy that people are still in in Britain still going to food banks for food, and for years I was a personal trainer, which is obviously very much different to this, but it's not in terms of obviously you work with people day to day. We all make mistakes. I've made more than most, believe me, but if we can't help people who've made mistakes, then why are we, what are we existing for? Even if we change one person's life, then we've succeeded. We really have. And there's a lot of places out there, in all walks of life, we're just focusing on just money. And if we actually focus on the person and change the person, we've had our staff are fantastic, and they've had some of the hardest upbringings and years that I've ever come across. So yeah, it's really proud to be part of the team, and it's gone from strength to strength. Hard work normally, unless you're really unlucky, normally produces results. It's the same in sport, it's the same in everyday life. Who are we to judge them? I think we tend to forget how well off we actually are in comparison to some of the people and some of the poorest people and unfortunate people in society. If we don't give people second chances, then I don't really see what's the point in anything. We all make mistakes and we all fall on hard times, so why not just try and help in any way we can?